Yes. In the first row, winners. Second and third rows, losers. Okay? We have defined that? She said that. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So this is a strange situation. I did not imagine so many people to show up because this room is so hard to find. But okay, you managed. That's good. Good to have you here. So I try to make this a strange session. Yesterday I talked from the stage. Who was there when I talked from the stage down? Okay, okay, good. It's your fault you are here. It's your fault you are here. You have yourselves to blame. Okay, so this session I want to make it different. Yeah? No PowerPoint? Yes? I cannot promise that. I can try. I can try. Yes. Of course, this swearing was just for fun, you know, to make it more, to make the conference less formal. Yes. Also, Branko, he has a name. He's not the banker, as somebody referred to him. Yes. Okay. Yes. Now we are in the mood again. Okay. Good. Yes, I will use you all the time. In the night as well. Ah, yes, no book. No, I have some books. I have some books at the. You can buy the books if you like. They're on that table. But this yes. No, you don't get them for free. No more free books. Vera got the only one for. Yes, I like Branko. I like Branko. He's a Croatian, but still, I like him. Yeah. So there are some other guests arriving. Do you want to come over here? There are some chairs. It's a little difficult. Yes? Okay, so the idea of this session, we have to wait for them to sit, right? Yes, thank you. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. I think it will. Oh, that's so nice. We still haven't started, right? 2 minutes to go until we have to start. This is a good session. What's your name? Nenad? Nenad. Thank you for joining. Oh, still more people? Okay, let's start the conversation. Even though there are some people arriving still, we cannot, maybe we don't even have enough chairs. We just don't care about it, okay? So the idea is to engage in conversation. Now I imagine that some of you have listened to the talk yesterday that I gave, yeah? And I assume you listened, remember some things. What are questions that came up or that you want to discuss? Other questions you would like to discuss from the keynote yesterday? So as this is a strange room, you must speak up so that everybody can hear you. I might make notes on the flip chart about the topics you want to talk. Any topics that you want to talk about that came up since my talk yesterday or during my talk, my keynote yesterday? If not, it's the shortest session ever at the conference, of course, yeah. Any topics that you would like to discuss about, you know, decentralization, change? Branko, thank you that you, yeah? Yes. Cursing on stage, good or bad?
Cursing on stage.
Period. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, yeah? Any other topics? Yes. Yes, what about the bad words?
Indicators, blah, blah, scorecards, how to replace those words and use better wording.
Wait. I just didn't quite understand.
Rather than the words that you were mentioning.
Yes, but now if you said balanced scorecard, that was not on the list of words, but on a list of tools, right? So what is the question?
How do we change those words with more appropriate wording?
Aha. Okay. Yes. How to change? Yes. Should we? Okay. Interesting. Yes. Good. Okay. Let's collect the topics. Other topics? Examples of what? Examples of everything. I will not write that down.
Like companies that have reached some level of decentralization.
Ah, This is interesting. You would like to hear examples of companies that have done what I suggested?
Your experience to just do the same.
Yesterday I talked about two models. Many companies have the shit on the left. Few have the things on. You see, I cannot do it without swearing. Okay, few companies have this, and you would like to know examples? Why? Why? What?
Because we don't believe you.
Exactly, exactly. That's so brilliant. I love Serbia. I love Serbia. You're nailing it. Because often, I'm not saying that in your case, but often behind the question, it's beautiful that you said it. Behind this kind of question, give me examples, is we don't really believe you. Yeah? You swore too much, too little, or you just suck, or whatever. So it's beautiful that you said it. The question is, do you need the examples to believe? Then I was just, it's so interesting. Let me go into this for a moment, so that we get into the thinking and talking maybe together. If your name is what? Gilia. Gilia. Ilya. Ilya. Thank you. Ilya. Sorry. I thought it was more complicated. So, Ilya. Ilya, if Ilya would not believe in the stuff that I'm saying, then I would only have to give him one example, maybe, of a company that does it, and yeah. So I say Toyota. That would kill him. Like, oh, okay, Toyota. That's very impressive. I heard of the company, but does it help?
I'm not buying.
Huh?
I'm not buying that.
Yeah, no, Toyota, no. What are you not buying? That's great.
Toyota. You say Toyota and then
You say Toyota is here?
yes.
Oh, fuck. Okay, good. Then we are okay. Then. But there's another company, for example. I saw it a lot here I saw the branches, the stores here, a lot in Serbia. DM. Sadly, DM here in Serbia is more this like that. Sadly, it's not. But the German, the real DM, it's very much to this here. It's that your DM comes from Austria, and they suck a little bit more. No, it's also a good company, very good company, but not as much beta as I like to call this model. It's a little more alpha than it should be. Okay, so there are examples from it. There's also an airline from the United States, Southwest Airlines, you can look it up, or a bank. I mentioned that there is a bank doing this. Yeah? Do you know which one? Raiffeisen. They wish. No, but they can be here. This is a topic for today, if you like. Raiffeisen could be here in just 90 days, remember? But what is the... No, here, this is the best. Oh, thank you for saying that. I love Ilya, by the way. He doubts everything. You're like Nietzsche also. Here's the thing. If you want to do this 90 days thing, you don't need to pay me anything. Because the method to do is, the approach, it's open source. Now here at this conference, I don't think I have to explain what open source is. You can do it. Yeah? You can do it if you really want. Somebody yesterday said we should sing in this session. Who was that? Oh yeah, now I did it. Yeah, I tried. An old song. I don't know who is it from. Okay, so everybody can do it. I'm not selling you anything. I just want to sell you to believe. That's what I want to sell you, of course. To believe that this exists. There are cases. Yes, the bank. Anybody has an idea which bank I might be talking about that has been beta? No, ING is... ING? Now here's the thing, this is subjective. Do not believe, just a second, do not believe in anything that I say. But I believe, have you heard of the ING Agile Transformation case? Yes. No? Ah, that's good. Because it's bullshit. McKinsey bullshit, I think. So, but there is a bank that had transformed itself in 1971. Europe's most successful... I was born in 1971. It's a long time ago, you know? Old story. However, this bank has been Europe's most successful bank for 5 decades. You can check it. Don't believe it. Check it.
Barclays.
Swedish. The bank is called Handelsbanken. Yeah, nobody gives a shit, right? We talk about ING. They have achieved nothing. In years of McKinsey consulting, they have achieved nothing in terms of transformation. All right? Don't believe in anything that I say, but there are a few companies that are here. Of course, most companies you are working with or in are in this model, right? I think we got that from yesterday's session. Yeah? Questions, comments? Yes? Other topics? Yes, we can go back to the topic list.
Reality, we know that, especially few people, that we switch to change.
I-
And I know there's a way to do it either in 90 days or in 5 years, but
Yes.
I
Good.
wanted to talk about how to start.
Yes.
How to make a need for the company that wants to go to Germany. So
Yes.
this, afterwards it's easier when they're along with us and we have some ambassadors and we start.
How to
Strengthen it up, but how
Yeah.
to make a need.
how to make the need? Ah, that's a beautiful question. Do you see the problem with the question? It's beautiful. Do you see the problem with the question? It's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It's wonderful. You nailed it already. Yes?
I have a
We-
really similar question.
Yeah,
I see
great.
what the problem is with
Yes.
the question, by the way, but
Yeah.
I had a really similar case that
Good.
I wanted to implement some changes in the company, and the answer I got was, okay, we've been doing like this since 95, it works, and yeah, let's
Yeah.
do it that way.
Yes.
So the awareness.
Yes. Interest, need, urgency, these concepts, right? How to get it started. How to get it started. Yes.
The need needs to arise by itself, and you don't need to push the need. The need.
Maybe I mean just
Yeah.
I was trying to find English word, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
make awareness that there's a gap and
Yes.
put this different stuff.
Yes. Oh, this is too beautiful. Yes. Yes. And can you guess my answer?
Is it a
Look at
market?
the flip chart.
The market.
Start.
Yes. 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 But here's yeah.
So maybe I have a topic that kind of relates to this.
Okay. Let's continue the list of topics. We get back to this topic. Okay.
Because
Good.
I'm asking myself in the beta model, right?
Better.
How,
Mhm.
how does the top management still has the let's say illusion of control? Because when we are talking about the need, okay, we know we try to achieve some goals. We want to transform ourselves. We want to work better, and so on. So, on.
Mhm.
So
Mhm. Mhm.
on the project management level, we have this awareness. Okay, but why is the top management usually scared as shit of this? Because
Scared as shit. I could write this down here. This is exactly my language. Yes.
like this, whenever let's say things goes bad, south,
Yes.
when the shit hits the fan.
Yes. When the shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
Beautiful imagery.
Usually what happens is
Yes.
the top management tries to take over all the control possible and try to put everything in the most pyramidal
Yes.
way, in the most boxes. In the
Okay. So what are you saying?
I want to know how actually to sell this to top management. How does beta model is perceived by the top management? Okay.
Ah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
The fear of losing control, right?
Yeah, because they have to
Fear, control, evil people. EP. Evil people. Yeah. Do you? Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, other topics?
On a daily business level. So
Examples. Again, here. Do you see it? Come on. It's
because top management is
Yes.
maybe, I don't know, once a year, twice a year. But I really would like to have some examples on the daily business.
see.
So with the teamwork, for example,
He arrived. Just pause for a moment. This question. Do you see it creeping up again? The second time already? Give me examples. You missed a few minutes, and Ilya, our friend Ilya here, he also asked for examples, and then I asked him back, why do you need examples? And he said, because he doesn't believe me.
Because you have a microphone without need.
It's stupid. It's just for the internet, by the way. I don't know. I do not even know where the internet is. I think it's there. Yeah. Thank you. So it's for no use in this room. It's really just for us and the internet. Hello, internet. It's all going to the NSA in the United States of America. We will kill them with the stuff, the swearing and so on. Shit. See? That's just to confuse them. Or bomb? Okay, let's not let's not poke at the internet. Okay, examples from everyday, you wanted,
but for the BetaCodex. So I
yes,
did
of
it
course.
yesterday, the first time.
That's what Ilya wanted as well. You wanted to fuck with me. Yes. I named a couple of examples already, and I can do it again. And we can discuss
For
one.
example, your laws.
Yes.
Examples to your laws.
Examples to the laws. Yes. Ah, beautiful.
So not companies. I'm having this slide where you have your 12 laws. And
Yes. Beautiful.
for example, master-based decision.
Yes. 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 Yes, we'll come to that. Great. Thank you. Other topics? We are still making a list and poking at people making suggestions for the list. Okay, we're just getting into it. Other topics that you might like to discuss or hear or just mention?
Maybe it is related to this how to make meat.
Yes.
From where it can start to be able to succeed.
From where?
Who I need to be. I mean, if I'm CEO, it will be easy to transform organization, but
Ah, really? Okay.
to one degree it becomes impossible to change it.
Why do
Okay.
you think it would be easy for you to transform an organization if you were a CEO?
True. But I think it could be easier than if I'm Scrum Master in some development team. I assume. I never tried.
Yes. And of course, this assumption is wrong, right? Thank you for the question. This is very important, I think, for Agile and Scrum. And this, just a second, we are mixing things. We can continue the list and already go into the topics. Our idea, our prejudice is that people at the top have power. They have power, yes? But can they change the system by themselves? No. Nobody let's imagine this company has 5,000 people. Nobody in this organization can change the organization from here to there by him or herself. Nobody. Not even the CEO or the owner. By the way, owners are outside the organization. They would be here in the market in a systemic view of an organization. So nobody can do this stuff alone. This is very important to understand the nature of the transformation we are talking about. Yes?
But it's easier to initiate change when you're on top.
Yes.
Not to, I can't change by myself if I'm CEO, but it's easier
Can
to
you?
initiate
Yeah?
change among employees and other managers.
Yes.
And so on.
Yes. And this is also interesting. Why are you even raising the subject maybe? Is it maybe because Agile, where do we sell Scrum and Kanban to? Do some of you sell Agile projects, Scrum projects, or work, or Agile coaching or stuff? Or Scrum Masters? Yes? Who do you sell it to? To the CEO, or to middle management, or to mere employees, simple employees?
Probably that operational level.
And that is?
We work with teams correctly.
Teams. So here or here, like this? Yeah? Yeah, exactly. We have not sold Agile usually to CEOs or general managers or company owners. Correct? No? Yes?
Yes, but when it comes to the influence, it's true that CEO has the biggest one. So
The biggest?
It won't be easy, but it will be easier to spread and maybe start changing company culture from, let's say above in this case.
Now you said so many things that confuse me. First, nobody can change culture. This kind of organization, I call it alpha organization. I just use the opportunity to explain a few concepts, and we don't have to agree. Of course, you don't have to agree. Nobody has to agree, okay? So you can have this model, and yesterday I said, culture is like the shadow of an organization. Yeah? So any pyramid organization produces a shadow that looks terrible. Yeah? And every beta organization also produces a shadow, because here's the sun and it shines, so there is a shadow, all right? Yeah? There is a shadow in both. And the shadow, we might call it culture. Okay. Can we change the shadow? No. We must.
Change the structure.
Yes. I don't like that. Somebody said it in the last session. We attended the session by...
Flame.
Yes, I do not know their names somewhere. Katharina and... Yeah, Management 3.0. Yeah? They always say, that's Jürgen Apollo talking, change the structure. But what's the structure? I give you another example. Let's imagine that an alpha organization makes a budget, or has budgeting and budgets. Do you know what budgets are? You tell managers that they can spend only if it's in the budget. Or that you cannot say, spend nothing without my approval because I am your boss and you are dust. That's a budget. You know what budgets are? Right? Okay. This kind of organization needs budget to steer the organization. This kind of organization cannot have budgets. So budgets, from the left to the right, budgets must be eliminated. Stop budgeting. All right? Is that a change of structure? I'm not sure what you call structure, but I would say it's more of a process, right? But it's a change. I call that a flip. Get rid of budgeting, it's a flip. It might be flips, actually, several flips, because there might be several consequences. If you get rid of budgets, some things happen, so you will do other things. For example, if you don't have a budget, you may not be capable of setting fixed targets. Fixed targets. Do you have a fixed target in your company? Or several? Yes? Sure. Beautiful. That's now we know. It's natural. It's brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. It's that kind of shit organization. Exactly. And of course, most organizations are like this. I have to do it. I cannot stop it. So brilliant. That was beautiful. So if you get rid of budgets, you should also get rid of fixed targets. Then you have to have other kind of measuring, right? So that would be another flip. To get different kind of measuring. Reporting must change. Different reporting. We call it relative reporting. Relative reporting. So that's another flip. So once you touch a thing like the budget, you have to make maybe 47 flips or changes in the system. And not any of these changes in the system or interventions on the system might be a change of structure. Okay, all right? Might the culture change? Probably. We do not know why, how, and what will happen, but the culture will probably change if we get rid of budgets and fixed targets and maybe even bonus systems, all kinds of things. We can flip them, and then the culture will change. We do not know exactly why and how and when, but it will change. Questions, comments, disagreements?
Yeah, but in
yes?
this case, shadow will not change because the structure is the same.
Yeah, but Jürgen Apollo is wrong. Exactly, you are exactly right. No, you're exactly wrong, of course. Wait.
Now I'm confused.
No, yeah. Can we agree that this is a kind of system, a command and control system, you might call it, alpha system, and this is also a kind of system. You might call it the peach system or the beta system. Both are systems, right? System 1, system 2. Of course, to move from here, from pyramid to peach, we need to change the structure too. All right? But it's not the only thing that you can do. I give you another example. In your companies, do you have a travel policy? How much you can spend for traveling and so? Do you have? No? Oh, I must move to Serbia. Serbia is much better. Croatia, not so good. You're from Croatia.
But for example, in my previous company, I had budget for
Yeah, larger companies usually have more. But do you know what a travel policy is? It basically tells you that you are too dumb to make decisions on your own that consider the interest of the whole company and its finances, right? Basically, any budget also tells people, no, you're too dumb to make this decision alone, how much to spend and when to spend and what to spend on. We have to tell you. It's basically like, if you have children, do you have children? Yeah, as long as they are not in puberty, you must tell them a whole lot of shit to do and not to do, right? But then in puberty, they stop wanting to listen to your stuff. Yeah? So, a budget and a travel policy and fixed targets and bonuses and all the other alpha steering stuff treats people like children at best, or like slaves at worst, all right? So, when I say, let's move to this model, I do not mean anything else than liberating people from the bullshit of steering and hierarchy and command and control. This model, you in this room, I'm only inviting you to think about it, of course. I cannot force you to believe it. We should think of this model as normal. And not sure, how would you call, if this is normal, this should be normal. How do we call this model? Abdomination. What did you say?
Gay.
Gay? No, we cannot do that. That we cannot do that. Gay? No, this is gay. Gay is an old word for fun as well, by the way. So we want gay. We want gay. We don't all have to be homosexuals. That's not what I mean. Some can be homosexuals, but we all want to be. We want to have a gay old time. There's a song about this. Yes? That's what we want. No, what is this? No. We want this to be tolerant and LGBT.
No, this is crazy.
This is, in a way, this is crazy, yes. What else? I call it sometimes the dark side.
But they have cookies.
Yeah?
And alcohol, dark side.
Huh?
They have cookies and alcohol.
They have cookies and alcohol?
Yes.
I do not understand that. Is that a serving
Well,
thing?
there was, once upon a time, there was a picture of Darth Vader and it said, come to the dark side with cookies and alcohol.
Yes, it's very seductive. Yeah, it's like in Rome here, games and, how is it called?
Bread.
Games and bread, yes, something like that. It's simple pleasures. This is a serious thing. But let me make this more, yes?
Can you just explain for bonuses, because it is like
Yes.
financial stimulation. Do we eliminate them, or we change the way we financially stimulate employees?
Yes, did you attend my keynote yesterday? I explained a little bit about it. Do you remember the keynote?
Yes,
Yes? You want that? We talked.
just for the bonus.
Yeah. I have to repeat it a little bit. I mean, Vera does it.
No,
Yes?
no.
Yes.
No.
Yes. There are two theories about human beings, about human nature.
Okay.
Now you know it?
Yeah, I know that, but
Okay. Tell me more. No, he's so fucked. He has to explain to us, and he. Tell me. Douglas McGregor,
yeah.
theory X, theory Y.
People don't like to work, we need to force them and so on. And this one is people want responsibility, they want to contribute to the organization and so on.
Yes. People want to contribute to our organization and performance, we could say. They are intrinsically motivated. These fuckers need to be extrinsically motivated. But you did a good job. Very good. You studied business?
Yeah, I study
Good university.
organizational sciences, yeah.
Very good university.
Management organization.
Yeah, still good. Very good. Okay. So,
The bonus.
brilliant. Yes, bonuses. Bonus? Question mark? Bonuses are incentives, right? They incentivize. Yeah? So bonuses work with either X people or Y people, or with both, or with none. What do you think? Bonuses work with what kind of people?
In theory, there's just X people, but
In principle,
reality,
yes. That's the problem. Theory X people do not exist. But in our minds, we need to give, like bankers, for example, and this is not about Blanco, this is about bankers, for example, or salespeople. Do you have salespeople in your organization, some of you? Salespeople. Worst kind of people in the world, right? We believe that those people only want bonus. They don't want a salary. They just want bonus. Yeah? That's, of course, a terrible prejudice. It's a terrible prejudice. Yes?
I have a story regarding salespeople. You know. Sorry. In one of my companies where I used to work, one of the chief sales officer, some very high sales guy,
Yes?
said he's going to. The company was in a crisis, so he said, "I'm not going to have any salary for a year because I care so much for the company." But his bonus was 10 times his
Higher than his salary. Yeah. So that's the kind of fraud and lying.
Zero, that's zero.
No, the normal that here. Okay.
So
But again, if you think that people are X people, they need to be incentivized. It's a belief. It's not reality, but it's a belief. In reality, we all carry a backpack of intrinsic motivators or motivations on our backs. Yeah? No?
can I ask a question?
Can we just? But it must be related to.
It is related.
Okay, good. Yes.
Imagine you got a bonus, 1,000 euros. how long would that motivate you to work better, harder, or what?
Okay, I didn't mean like large bonuses, but
2,000.
He's already starting to negotiate with Vera. Nice, nice. He's
if I got, for example, 1,000 euros, I would be like extremely motivated. Next time I would be the same, and then my motivation will decrease if I don't get more.
Yeah, but I ask you specifically, how much time, month, 2 months, year, 5 years, would a certain amount of money motivate?
6 months.
I'm not sure, yeah, probably 6 months. It depends.
Psychological studies show that people are motivated for 3 months by a salary increase or by a bonus specifically, and then afterwards they're just like, so it's not a good motivator to get people to work harder, and actually when they get the bonus, for 3 months they work harder and then they start slacking.
let's, yeah, great, thank you that you bring it up. So, of course, there is empirical proof that incentives do not really motivate people. They just condition us to show certain behaviors, yeah? So we can create certain behaviors with bonuses or promises of bonuses and so on, yeah? That works. But, of course, extrinsic motivators like money do not create intrinsic motivation, which is why people have. Now here's the thing, everybody has according to Douglas McGregor, you don't have to believe what he says, but according to McGregor, everybody already has motivation. So with money, you cannot motivate, you can only demotivate a person. Money can only demotivate a person. Why? Because it substitutes real motivation. You can try that with kids, you know. Give them money for some kind of stuff and they will stop liking to do it. They might still do it, but they stop liking to do it after a while, once they see the scheme behind it. All right? Money does not motivate. Can we agree on that? I hope we can. No? That's terrible. Really? No, here's the money is good. Wait, you didn't listen. You didn't listen. Listen. You didn't listen. Or listen again. We don't have to agree. Yeah. I'm trying to. You see, I'm trying to manipulate her. No, I did not say money doesn't matter. Money matters. Yeah. For example, if I told you there's this great job in Germany, for example, or here, or wherever you would like to, and it's a really great job, and you don't even get a salary. Would you come to Germany to work without a salary? No. See? So money matters. Theory why people need the money, the salary, to feed themselves and their loved ones. Everybody needs money, but money still doesn't motivate. There is an American thinker who wrote about this, Frederick Hertzberg. Yes, motivation school, like McGregor. Yes, he said, money is a hygiene factor. A lack of money demotivates you, but an excess of money does not motivate you. It's human nature. Does that make sense? A little bit, yeah, we don't have to agree. Let it sink in also. I mean, this is serious. Any organization that has a bonus system creates, and this is the toxic stuff. McGregor said, if you believe that theory X people exist, you are doomed. You have to create a command and control organization because these X people who do not exist, but you think they exist, they must be controlled. You must bind them in a way with money and fear and hate.
People do not exist. We have so many alpha.
Yes, because we are stupid. We still believe that money motivates. It's a terrible thing.
Yeah, but I'm sorry.
And by the way, so wait a second. I have to mention this. One second. This is not out of disrespect. Do you remember the exercise with the Post-its yesterday?
Yeah.
Did you figure out what it meant? About us?
All this theory depends on the
Not liars. No, who said that? You said that? No, you're not liars. We didn't analyze it. What?
Okay, so that
No.
we're talking about. It
No.
does, because if you don't have
No.
money, you don't have the motivation
No,
to work.
you didn't listen.
I would say the quality of
You didn't listen.
quality of job.
Everybody, again,
Quality of life, quality of job, that's something that motivates us.
But that's also connected to money. I mean,
everybody,
we know that.
here, everybody is a Y person. That's what McGregor says. Let's assume that this is correct for a moment, okay? Everybody is a Y person. All Y people need money. Why? To feed themselves and their loved ones. We need fucking money. But money, here's the thing, money is a necessity so that we can afford to work, not the other way around. And this is, it's a mindfuck, as there's a popular book now in Serbian as well available called Mindfuck. This is a mindfuck thing. We think that we need to work to get money, but the company has to pay us really money to afford, so that we can afford to work for them. Not just companies, but
the right circumstances, every one of us is a Y person. And then when I started,
no. What did it say?
under the right circumstances,
If the conditions are right, then Y people, everyone,
if the conditions,
can enjoy the work. Y people will work also in conditions that are not so great, of course. Yes, they might not be happy, they might not be satisfied, and so on. That can happen, but they will, if the conditions are right, they will self-organize. They will take responsibility. They might even enjoy work and fulfill their potential. That was what
we are
was.
one company and we want to set your RC or whatever, and we want to build a structure which is peachy structure.
Good.
Yeah.
That's smart.
And we
Ah,
want
no,
to
not this one.
create, starting with you, the conditions right.
Yes.
And how come we can make the conditions right that will be right for all of us?
Yes.
And that can, promote Y persons in us.
Yes.
That is the only thing which is, I'm still struggling with how to create the right circumstances and everything which will be right for all.
But now we're discussing it. One of the top 100 things that any organization should do to get from the dark side to the light is eliminate bonus and incentive systems. Eliminate the travel policy. Eliminate budgets. Just a second. Eliminate centralized steering.
We will still have salaries.
Of course! Of course! What the fuck? Yeah, no, brilliant. Sorry. We had a misunderstanding. What is the That's beautiful. Thank you. She just saved me because we might have a misunderstanding. Let's imagine here, normally people, I can show you this in a graph. Do you want to, somebody here wanted to add something?
Yes, I wanted to mention Ikigai. It's also a concept that is related to
Ikigai, very beautiful concept. Yes.
you do what you love, what you're passionate about, you have a purpose,
Yes.
and you enjoy it, and you're paid for it.
Yes. But let's return to this.
But it's the same, so you're
It's the same, yes. But how about pay? Let's assume that a poor person works in a company that pays the person earns 100, that's the total annual salary. 100, all right? 100 whatever, 100,000 euros or whatever you want, yeah? And this company tells this person, what's your name? Nicola, you get 100 in the year. We pay you 50 fixed salary and 50, and this is great, you can earn it as a bonus. Yes? So 50% of your total salary, yeah, I mean, you have to struggle to get these, of course. Yes. Yes, but you can do it if you really want. Yeah? So that is alpha. That assumes that Nicola is what kind of person? Which he isn't. Yeah? Okay, so what is the beta alternative? What do? We pay you the whole thing as fixed salary because ultimately it's the same. Because ultimately we cannot really take Nicola's salary away all the time. It doesn't even happen. If you look at your companies, we could go through the whole payroll of Raiffeisenbank, the whole group from Austria, and we would probably not find a single person in the whole bank that has ever gotten much less than the promised bonus or incentive. You cannot take too much away, otherwise people will fly away. Yeah? So ultimately, this is just a way to put people, and now a Queen song, under pressure. I had to do it again, yeah? And pressure pushing down on me. You know the song with David Bowie? It's terrible if I sing it alone, but okay, well, let's not say. So why put white people under pressure? These are white people. Let's not put them under pressure. Yeah, let's just give them, pay them fairly, pay them well, and then try to get their heads off the topic of money. That is the solution to all the pay systems in the world. Does it? Thank you for saving me. Yes?
But if company earns 50% more than planned.
Yeah, no, not than planned. We don't plan. We are smart. But our company gets a shitload of money. What can we do? Yes, great. What do we do? Our company earns a shitload of money. Too much, we cannot handle it. What do we do? Huh?
Overstake it all.
Sing it, then it's true. Okay, let's not say. But what can we do? Exactly. In this model, we should then do what? We have super fantastic. What can we do? How is it called? It's nothing new. Profit sharing, yes. We can have some profit sharing. Profit sharing does not try to motivate people. It shows that we will share the profit because human resources, and so you're important. We are important, not just the money that's important.
But it's really important for profit share that it really reflects on the profit that the company earns.
Yes.
Because there was
not like here, not like the shit system.
One of my friends who works in one European country. Never mind.
Croatia?
No. They started working at the company and were said you're going to get a bonus. Everyone's getting a bonus depending on the grade, where they are, and if you're a Scrum Master, Project Manager, CEO,
yes.
You get different percentages of the bonus. And then a year later, everybody got 13%.
13% of what?
Of like a bonus.
Of their total of their salary. You know, look, what we found in beta organizations, and one of our colleagues here asked about cases, or you asked about cases a little bit. Yeah? What we found in organizations like Toyota, Handelsbanken is that the profit sharing is usually for everyone. Yeah, that's the first thing. Not just for managers, but for everyone. Everybody gets a share of the profit. And at one of my preferred cases, Handelsbanken from Sweden, everybody gets the same amount. So if it's $5,000 for him, it's $5,000 for everyone.
Yeah, but this was 13% from your salary. It's not like $1,000.
Exactly.
That's a bonus.
A smart company.
But it was promoted as a profit share.
Well, it's
But it
not
can't
yet.
be because the figures are different.
Here's, only if Vera is losing interest in listening to me. I notice she's starting to take over the session. No? Which is good. Beta organizations say the following. By the way, alpha organizations, this pyramid organizations, they say we pay the position. Yes? That is terrible. For that, you need another thing that stinks. HR people, they usually have salary ranges. Do you know that? Yes, yes, it can be. Of course, women in Germany, for example, these ranges always say women get less, men get more, which is just, yes, it stinks. Exactly, but in Germany it's brutal. Yes, exactly. Oh, you know all the statistics. So all this whole model stinks. What is the alternative, you might ask? Here the principle is, don't believe what I'm saying, but this is still true. Pay the person. Ah, shit, it's PTP and PTP. Pay the person. Oh, okay, I hope this is not feedback. Thank you for attending. If some of you want to sit more comfortably, if you suffer from the way you sit here, okay? So, pay the position, that's the normal model that we all know. Just a second. Pay the person means, if you are all employees, everybody can have a different salary. It's basically market value. Right?
I just agree with you.
Yes, which is good. It's a decent thing. We do not compare salary. I mean, some people who are older must have a higher salary as well. People who are more qualified might have a higher salary. People who have more seniority might be paid more. People who talk more languages for some reasons, who are more valuable, should earn more. So you can set salaries individually, no bonuses, and you can have profit sharing, but only if the organization makes a profit, period. Yeah? Do you still agree with me?
Yes,
No?
I have a question.
Yes?
What do you think about companies openly sharing in their advertisements for jobs
Yes?
how much the salary is? Salary for...
That is stupid. Yes. Why is it stupid? Why is it stupid to announce the salary in a job advertisement? Does it exist?
Because it makes yes.
That's terrible.
Because for me that creates so much competition, so much negativity.
Exactly.
So much.
Exactly. So much everything. Everything is wrong about it. But here's another thing, just to add something. Yeah. In beta organizations, usually salaries are transparent. Can you imagine why? Everybody can know everybody's salary.
Creates more openness, more communication.
It takes a lot of taboo out of the organization. You can talk about effectiveness and cost much more openly if you understand what we cost, basically. Yeah. So those are things. Now we have discussed the topic of pay a little, right? Did you notice that we actually discussed maybe 17 flips? The last one was make salaries transparent. Open the books so that everybody can see salaries. We also talked about eliminating bonuses, making salary fixed, have profit sharing for everyone, maybe even have the same profit share in dinars or euros for everyone. Making those changes, those are flips, interventions on the system. All right? Does it make sense still? Are we still? You don't have to do that, but that's a way to start this kind of transformation. Yes?
I just want to say something regarding the transparency of
salaries.
Salary.
Yes?
One thing, when someone applies for some job, maybe he can spend like 1 month for the process of selection for that company, and occasionally, in the end of the selection, if you go to the last round, you can find out the information about the salary, about everything. And for example, sometimes can happen that you are not satisfied with the salary, you're not satisfied with the conditions of work and something like that. And I think it should be transparent, in my opinion.
Thank you. Yes?
I do like pay the person method. But
Oh, yes.
About,
It's also simple.
introverts?
Yes?
What about introverts? Because
About?
extroverts,
Ah.
as extrovert, I will ask, okay, give me a raise. I work very hard. I need a raise. And somebody is very shy and wouldn't ask for a raise.
Do you see what's behind this question?
I guess that's the same issue in each type of company.
It's a very rich question, but I wonder if it doesn't come from the world of alpha organizations where assholes who make decisions on recruiting and salary consider asshole or irrelevant things like, are you extroverted, are you introverted? Here's one of the most terrifying things that some alpha organizations do. Assessment center. Do you know what it is? Do you have this here in Serbia?
Yeah,
Assessment center.
Evaluation, right?
Yes, you have some role play and a psychologist sitting in the back of the room and making notes about your behavior and comparing. Okay, so that's assessment center. And when you do this, if you do this before promoting a manager, how do you call it? Development center. Those are real things. There are companies like Hey Group. Do you know Hey Group?
No.
They're making shitloads of money selling this bullshit to companies everywhere in the world. Yeah? It's terror, of course. It's terrifying things. I would ask, why on earth would a company offer an introverted person less salary than to an extroverted person?
No, it was starting salary, but one of the teammates was very vocal about his salary, and
Yeah, like the guy next to you. He would be very vocal. He's the kind of dude. Yeah, he's a man first. He thinks he looks good. He's looking good. Yeah. And women usually might be a little more humble. That's reality, right? Sorry. Men not so humble. Women more humble. But to pay differently because of that is just evil.
Yeah, I think that what you were referring to when you say pay
The person? Yes.
you meant irrelevant of introvert, extrovert, black, white, Chinese, you name it, female, male, according to anything. The point is that the person shouldn't be asking for a bigger salary. They should be paid according to whatever they are entitled to based on the work that they do.
Market value, value for the company, capability, mastery. Mastery is very important. We talked about this yesterday. Thank you.
who decides that? Who says?
Here's the best thing. Oh, this is so good. Yes, but you.
Yeah, I just want to comment about this open salary thing. So
Yes.
if the company already has a transparent culture about it,
Yes.
it's okay. But if it's alpha company, transparency transforming to beta.
Yes.
And they need to do the 17 clips, and the transition will
7,000
be quite
really?
hard. Yeah, the transition will be quite hard because there will be people who will see differences in salaries, and it will raise a lot of questions.
Yes. And if you are not willing to discuss those questions, you are an asshole. I mean, not you. I mean, we would be assholes if we were not. If somebody's, a woman and you have the same job in an alpha organization. You might have twice the salary than her, let's imagine that. But you do almost the same work. That happens in Germany and surely somewhere in Serbia as well, sadly. Yeah?
Somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. So, of course, some companies are not exactly fair. There might also be good reasons why you have double the salary that she has. Maybe she is much more inexperienced, you're much more experienced. Maybe you were hired in a boom situation, so the company had to pay you a higher starting salary when you were hired because the market was up, and she had the bad luck to be hired in a bad... These things exist. Yes, of course. But just to imagine, there are 100 reasons, good and terribly bad, why people have different salary levels. Now, if I say that organizations should make salaries transparent, to make finances transparent, to make people more entrepreneurial. Transparency is needed to make people think more like entrepreneurs, right? So we need to make salaries transparent sooner or later, and we should level them, of course. We should make them fair, in any sense. And once you do that flip of making salaries transparent, you should be willing to talk about them. And maybe even before, adjust the most terrible injustices, right? That's what we do with our clients. When we do this transformation, we have a session with the client, usually looking through the salaries, some of the salaries that are so unfair, and they have to adjust it.
So do you believe that
The list is not long, usually, but there is a list.
do you believe that there will be just at any moment? That there will be fair at any moment?
Yeah, but that's
Justice is not, or fairness is not equality. No, exactly. In a beta organization, everybody has a different salaries, but they are fair. So we can discuss why she has a lower salary or higher salaries than
But
you.
those discussions can end forever. I can.
Are people
very
stupid?
loud.
Yes. Yes, but are people stupid?
Yes. Not all.
Yes, I do this kind of transformation with real organizations. And why can I do this with client? Why can I help organizations transform from alpha to beta? I will tell you the dirty secret. It's because I assume two things. People are smart most of the time, yeah? Because we all do dumb things occasionally, when we're drunk and so on, yeah? Or when we're sad, or when we're depressive, or when we're sick, yeah? Okay. So I recommend to assume, if you want to do this kind of thing, if you want to bring Agile to the world and Scrum, I recommend to assume people are smart most of the time. And second, people want SO. Self-organization. You can also say people want democracy. People want beta. Really, really.
Yeah, it's one thing to want, and the other thing is to be realistic.
No, but realistic. That sucks. I liked you so much. And now he's... It's interesting that you don't understand it, yeah.
I'm just thinking because...
Look, can I try? We are competing now. But here's a suggestion to my dear friend. Nicola, of course, like
It's like
Tesla.
a German female name.
Yes, yeah, no, like Tesla, like Tesla.
You can call me Frau, it's
So,
fine.
if people,
I get paid the same like you.
if people were not super smart and super great, we could never have produced the greatest thing on Earth, I think. The greatest thing that humanity has produced. What do you think it
There's
is?
one Nikola Tesla. Not everyone is great and brilliant.
Yes, there's also Edison in the movie. I mean, no. The greatest thing on Earth. What would you think is the greatest human accomplishment? Some people say it's the flush toilet. The flush toilet is brilliant, by the way. There's nothing better than the flush toilet. For hygienic reasons and everything.
Are you thinking about the real accomplishment
a societal
Are you
accomplishment.
talking about the labor as certain people, smart people, abuse the less smart people?
No, I'm talking about. I'm a holder of the assumption that people are smart most of the time, and that all people want beta and self-organization and decent. They want, everybody on Earth wants this model. And I'm just trying to ask you, what do you think is the world's greatest accomplishment, human accomplishment?
You're talking about beliefs.
No.
We can talk about science.
No.
In average,
Yes, we can.
IQ
But
is 100.
that's not the point. That's not the point.
So tell us
The point is, what is the greatest thing that factually we have accomplished? It wasn't here before humans were here? The wheel. Okay, that's great. The flush toilet. I'm not talking about a physical thing. It's great. I love you as well. But I mean, I also love him, by the way, Nicola. He's a great guy, but I still have to help him think this through. This is stupid. What am I doing? Okay, I suggest, but we don't have to agree. Humanity's greatest accomplishment is democracy. I know this is a hard sell in Serbia. No, here's the thing. Is democracy perfect? No. Okay. Whew. I'm so relieved that we agree on this. But it is better than authoritarianism. Authoritarianism, democracy.
Depends on authority.
What?
Depends on who is authority.
But in democracy, no, we got him. No. He just fucked himself so hard. He fucked himself, from behind himself. Can you imagine? No, I mean, you must understand that you just said something silly. Come on. In a democracy, who's in charge? Yeah, we, the people. If you have manipulation, if you do not have free press, it's not a democracy. If you do not have a free press, it's more like authoritarianism. That's the definition of democracy, that the power is with the people. Is this perfect? No, never.
Give us example.
What? This is great. This was great on the meta level. She got me. Okay, I will never forget this. Yes. Are you serious, or is this just a joke and you're following up on the joke? She made a great joke. I'm not sure now. But here's the thing, we don't have to agree on every detail here. The true question is also, if I may suggest, and we don't have to agree, a pyramid organization, command and control, uses only maybe 10% of the brains. Think of it like this, because this is authoritarian. People at the top think, and the others are being controlled, and they have to follow and implement and execute and being operational and stuff, okay? So this model is terrible because it doesn't use much human intelligence of people who are there. This model potentially can use 100% of people's intelligence, which is why Toyota is much, much, much better than Volkswagen and Ford and Fiat. Huh? And Audi and the other car manufacturers. They just make better use of available brains. By the way, this is why agile coaches and agile coaching should not exist. Agile coaches stand in the way of other people doing the work and self-organizing, learning, getting smarter, taking responsibility, which is why we should not have supervision, bosses, agile coaches, and that kind of shit. Yeah? So if you do not believe that democracy is the ultimate thing, we may not agree. This is too much to discuss maybe for tonight. But this kind of organization, makes everyone think and act. And in this kind of organization, the thinking is at the top and the acting is at the bottom. So most people do not get to think much here.
Yeah.
They still think sometimes, but it sucks. Yeah.
Can I just make an analogy?
Yes, please.
So for me, my biggest epiphany was Orwell's 1984, the book. I don't know
Yes.
if anyone read it. And the command and control organizations for me are Orwell's 1984. And North Korea, and that's awful,
Yes.
and I would never like to live like
Yes.
that.
And this is Serbia. Imperfect, but better.
We But in general,
What's the comparison that you want to offer? This is hilarious. Yes.
One thing, so we talked about the companies that successfully transformed from alpha to beta, but are there any examples or where that failed? Where
Examples?
the organization collapses? Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
There are organizations that successfully
Yes.
managed to transform, but
Yes.
I somehow think that probably there are some attempts that fail. I mean,
That could be.
What are the concerns?
Yes.
When we transform to beta, what are the concerns that we
For
need
democracy.
to tackle that
For-
to maintain that kind of organization?
Yes.
Because in the human nature,
Beautiful.
somehow people tend to switch back to alphas.
There must be some prerequisite for that.
Prerequisite.
Yes, it's not just like that, go from A to B. It's just
No, I think indirectly we discussed many of these points indirectly. For example, I think one of you already mentioned that to get this started, you need a sponsor at the top. This thing must be authorized. To make the transformation, it must be authorized, right? Good?
Yes.
Okay. Is it possible, that was another question here, that a beta organization gets transformed to alpha?
yes, sure.
Oh, totally, yes. Maybe you have seen it many times even. Usually a startup, it's like a naive little beta organization. Oh, so cute, so cool, it's so cool to work here. And then they have 30 people. Fuck it. Yeah, our product is the best. We can have the worst organizational model and behave like Stalinists. Yeah, so it happens with, of course, startups are not like huge cell structures like this, but like a small, one cell usually. So here's the interesting thing. Don't believe what I'm saying, but I believe all organizations are born in beta, in what we call naive beta. Do you have this word in Serbian as well, naive?
Yes.
Yeah, from French? Yeah.
It's pronounced that.
And then once a company grows, usually you hire a consultant, you create an HR department, which is the worst, of course. Yeah, you create a sales department, you create hierarchical layers. Yeah, so organizations are not naturally alpha; they fall into the alpha trap. Why? That was another question I think here. Why do organizations become alpha? Distrust, lack of confidence, I think, because you think they are excess. If you think they are excess, you have to create this kind of organization.
You want to have more control over the...
Yeah, over the fuckers. Yes. Yes? Distrust in people, yeah, lack of confidence. That's another great song by Kylie Minogue. I love Kylie Minogue. Great song, you have to look it up. The video is wonderful. It's called Confide in Me. It's a really beautiful song. I cannot sing it, it's not rhythmic. No. But it's a great song. So, confidence in people. To confide that people want to give their best at work. Without that, you cannot create a beta organization. Today, I had a call with the CEO of a 7,000 people organization from Germany. Car industry and so on. And this CEO, he said, we just had a turnaround within this model. Yeah, so we have a profit now. We were close to dying as an organization. Now we're profitable, but this could not go on forever. In the turnaround situation, the CEO, and they were two, the COO and the CEO. He said, we told people what to do and said, if you don't do it, you're fired, because it was a turnaround situation. The house was burning, not nice. And this CEO today, he said, but that cannot go forever. It was an emergency. Okay, sometimes we had to tell people what to do, otherwise, end of company. Yeah? And today he said, but that is not good. We need to become more resilient, more, agile. He didn't say that, but we have to be better. And to that, we need a different model. And that's what's needed. The will to create a better organization, which, by the way, is called beta organization, right? BetaCodex, that's the name of the model. Yes? Yes?
Does it mean that you have to hire more senior people that you can trust them?
More senior people, more older people?
Yeah, no, more senior.
What we have learned, I will not bullshit you. What we have learned is, if you have 40 middle managers or senior managers in here, You need less here. You need less managers. Why? Because once teams, small teams, when I'm saying team or a cell within such a structure, selling to the outside market or a central team or cell selling to the periphery, then we're talking about teams of 5 to maybe 8 people. Maybe 9, that's an extreme, or 10, those would be extremes. Usually 5 to 8 people. Look up sociology books if you want to understand why. But teams need to be small, okay? Once these teams start to really self-organize, and once the periphery gets paid by external clients, and the center gets paid by the periphery for the services it provides to the periphery, this becomes like an internal market. Do you see this? How this works?
Does it waste a lot of energy for that?
No.
Because there is additional activity inside of it.
But then, does this buying and selling require activity?
There is marketing, there is...
Marketing, not for the, no, not internally. Look, you follow. Yeah, now I have good. We're also closing the session in a few minutes, right? Vera, what time is it? Oh, do we do 5 minutes more? Yeah? And then we close, and then it's okay. It's okay. Just a moment ago, I talked about how many bullshit things you can eliminate if you have this kind of organization and you move to this, like budgeting, annual planning, bonus systems, much of HR. Yeah? You can eliminate all that. And this might also take some attention to negotiate prices between cells.
We will benefit.
Yeah, exactly. But you are right. Yes, it's like a market economy. Does it require negotiations and making contracts? The same thing in a simpler way will happen internally here. But you are right about that. It is.
We have to pay the price of Scrum, 20% of the time.
Yes, and for
reasonable.
Yeah. And if you have an internal, I once at DM Drogeriemarkt, the DM, the company, the retail company. Do you know it? Yeah. I was once invited, and they had managers from many branches there, like 300 people or so. And somebody from DM, they told me that every team of every manager who was there had to pay the money for the conference participation internally. It was an internal event, but they had to pay the money. So in this kind of organization, every team knows what they spent the money on, why they have which kind of salary, what kinds of things they do, what kind of services they buy from the center. Does it make sense? Yes. Is the communication time consuming? Maybe. But it's much less time consuming than reporting to bosses and having committees. Imagine your organization. Do your organizations have committees, steering committees and this kind of thing?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know, we can discuss this later, Vera. All these committees can be eliminated in this kind of organization. None of that is needed. Will you have other means of communication, like open space conferences? Will you have knowledge conferences or communities of practice? Yes. But lots of things that people consider normal here will just go in the garbage heap of history. Yeah? Does this make sense? Yeah, we cannot really satisfy all your... I cannot really... the hour is gone already. Did you notice? It's shit. Time is shit. But how do we close the session? How do we close this?
One quick question.
Of course, Ilya, my dear friend Ilya, has the right to ask or to say the last thing or ask the right question. I make a small comment and then we close.
Do you know about Netflix organizational structure?
It was good, yes. I'm not sure how it's now, but it sounds good in the book.
Yeah, it sounds
Similar.
It sounds similar
Yes.
to me, but
Yes.
one of their preconditions for this to succeed is
Yes.
high concentration of talent. Something like they ask.
The concentration of?
Of talent. Like talented people who are really highly motivated.
Yes.
Because averagely motivated
Yes.
people will not strive
Ah,
to succeed.
can I counter-argue? This is something that we don't have to agree. Let me take this as the final words, and then you can stay a little longer to discuss or move on to... Is there a closing ceremony, or is this just...
I have a question also.
Of course, you can stay. Vera can stay, you can stay. Yeah? I'm not throwing you out, but I just think we have to finalize the session. So here's the thing. This is what I tell my clients. Don't believe what I'm saying, but I really tell this to my clients. I tell them, look, you might have all doubts in the world. I say the same thing to you here. You might have all doubts in the world about this model. Is it real? Do the examples exist? is Niels just bullshitting us? How does this exist? Does this just work in Japan and Germany and not in Serbia and Croatia and whatever? Yeah? So not all your questions about this model can be answered here. We know the bullshit model, we know a little less about this, right? And about transformation, we only discussed this very briefly here. What I tell my clients in this moment is, look, your organization has the most terrible organizational model. Only 10% of people are allowed to think, and it's still existing. It's so terrible. Your model, your products are fine probably, yeah? You're not the most innovative company maybe because you cannot organize innovation here because this organization model stinks, yeah? You have too many processes, budgets that stand in the way of innovation. So I tell them, but you're still in the market, so you have talent enough to run the bullshit organization and you're surviving. Imagine you have the same people. Here you have 7,000 people. Here you will also have 7,000 people. You take out the bureaucracy, you take out the steering, yes? People have more time to do the real work, which is about value creation, but you have the same people. Do you think this organization will fall apart? People will not get dumber from here to here. They will feel that they are more responsible. So this should fucking work. Yeah? Don't believe what I'm saying. Thank you, Ilya, for making this last comment. Thank you also for attending this session. It's getting dark. I'm not even sure. Do we have is there a closing ceremony or something? No, this is just it. So what do we do now? We can have a beer or something maybe. Downstairs there will be drinks or something probably. So thank you for attending this session. You can stay, of course. Yeah?
Can I just ask one question? I think
Thank you. Just people in Serbia, you are the best. Just the best.